Welcome back, guys, to the channel. This is Marco. Marco played all his matches on the feature table. Played 4 matches, went 3-1.
Yeah.
Everything with MERMAIL Atlantean. And yeah, he's going to explain what he played.
Yeah, so pretty standard list. I feel like it's a good deck this format. Got a lot of support in Supreme Darkness. New cards fixed a bunch of the issues going second. So plus I'm just a big fan of the deck. So other than that, played 3 Neptibus. Arguably the best normal summon in the game. Does everything for the deck. You open this going first 90% of the time you're winning. Then 3 Shadow Squad. 3 Fine. Also played 3 Abyss Pike. Play 3 because I'm on the Coelacanth, as we'll see later, because I think the Coelacanth is too good not to play.
Nice.
3 Dragoons, 3 Teus, and 2 of the new Hydra.
Yeah.
So I only played 2 because I feel like 2 is you really never need 3 in the games going first or in the main deck, and 2 is usually good for the grind. As I never felt I needed 3, but I usually do go through 2 in a single game.
Cool.
Then for the one-offs, played Infantry, Minstrel, Diva, the Greethus, and Coelacanth, and the Mullen Glacier. So, really the only cards that I feel are necessary here are the Minstrel and the Coelacanth, and the Mullen Glacier, of course. The Diva never came up today. It's usually as like an extra starter in case I really need it, or like it's for some niche nib lines. Honestly, felt like the Infantry wasn't really needed. It could be cuttable. I've seen very few lists cut it, but it could be the right call. And I haven't tried out the barrier statue variant, but it could be good because it plays really well into Malice.
Yeah, cool. And one little shout out to the
yes, the LT Coelacanth.
It's a really nice one.
One of my favorite cards in the game, so I'm very glad it's playable in this deck.
Yes.
Yep. Then for the non-engine, just played a bunch of hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Valor, as well as Talents, Dominus Impulse, and 3 Nib. It is a lot of non-engine. It is cuttable. I played 2 Impulse because I just don't earn 3. So I don't own the Charmies, so I would cut these out, or maybe not the Nib, but definitely the Talents and the Valors for the Charmies like Purulia and Furos, because Purulia is also really good in the deck in the main, because it's just an extra water name. So you can discard it for your, discard it in case you brick. Next we can move on to the extra deck. So for the extra, played standard stuff, 2 Toad, 2 Bahamut, always on the end board, cards are crazy, Abyss Trite, and the Hydra, all mandatory cards.
Yeah.
They all came up today, so I wouldn't cut them at all.
In your combo, you go through almost everything from those.
Yeah, I almost maybe the Abyss isn't always part of the combo, but it does come up. Sometimes can come up in the grind. Dweller, cards broken, no reason not to play it. I played the Abyss Keeper.
Yeah.
It didn't come up yet, but I feel like I kind of want to play it, as I don't want to end up with the Coelacanth stuck in my hand because it always feels terrible.
Yeah.
The Abyssalacia, Coral Anemone, and the new Neptibus. I don't play the Equip spell for the Neptibus because the combos don't even need to go through that anymore. And it's not even it's not a water name, so you can easily brick on it. So I felt like you could easily just cut it and still play this guy, because having Sprite Elf on your board is pretty insane.
Nice.
Next, we played the Synchros. I just played these 3. The White Aurora Porpoise I think is insane. It comes up almost every game for me. Just summon back 2 Abyss Pikes, make an extra Toad. Changing hasn't come up for me yet, but I feel like it's still pretty good. I might try out the Adrian, because it could be better into Malice. And the Prima Donna doesn't come up as often because I'm not on the barrier statue, but it is still good to possibly get an Abyss Pike out of your deck if you weren't able to summon it off the Shadow Squad. Maybe that's it for the extra deck. Next for the side deck,
First side deck spice.
Yeah. First played just the Poseidon on the side deck because going second, it's always crazy to have 3 of this in your deck. Played 3 Droll, 3 Lancia, Called by, Duster, Encore, and Cross. I feel like this was all fine. They all did what they needed. The Lancia's mandatory Droll is pretty okay. And then siding in the Cross-out going first game 3 or game 2. It's always nice. And the Encore, I feel, is mandatory in this deck because you do need the Dweller House.
Yeah, I don't see that much back row hate. You have 1 Feather Duster.
Only 1 Feather Duster. It was the last card in the deck, and I don't feel like this deck has really any issues against back row decks, even though the back row decks aren't even really relevant in the meta at the moment, because you do have technically summon in an engine out to back row with being able to start off with Poseidra to pick off some individual back rows. But this deck usually wouldn't really have an issue against back row decks anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, nice.
But yeah.
Good. Any shout-outs?
Definitely shout out to the guys at Locals. Shout out to Omar for shifting me 3 times in 2 games, which was
the shortest match.
Yeah, the one loss today was definitely rough, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is nice.
Yeah. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. And see you guys there until next time.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.